Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we're taking a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. Today, we'll stop and take a look at Euro USD on the 4-hour chart. Notice the 4-hour chart. This range spans back months, but we'll look at the overall level. Of course, this is the stronger, higher low. When this high was made, came back, formed this higher low, and prices pushed up since August. Price stopped out here, seller stepped back in, and continued an internal bearish push, making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and a lower lows. More recently, we look at this local level, and of course, as you can see, just spanning since August, it has just been in this area of consolidation, and price has come back into that area of consolidation. And this is another area of consolidation to push prices down, and we'll see that this is a double bottom where buyers step back in. All depends on how strong the dollar is, and the dollar is getting weaker as we speak. So buyers step back in, and price started to break structure to the upside, taking out liquidity internally. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and again a higher high as of last night. And early this morning, it's like I said, it's back into the area of consolidation, and even on a more local level, this area of consolidation, this area of supply, kind of like pushed prices down last time. Prices back into that area, hasn't come back into premium of the range, but last time it did, price pushed down out of this area of supply. So we're just looking to see any fundamental news on the dollar, if any type of data releases will be released, I guess, and to see if the dollar does gain strength after that, because right now, like I said, it's been getting weaker. This may be looking like it's in a ascending channel, but I need to see momentum to pick up before make any decision on whether it's going to go continue higher or continue lower. If it does continue lower, check out the liquidity sitting on these lows and then target that higher low from months ago. But again, still just in consolidation in this range, so hard to tell until momentum picks up. GBP USD, let's go map at the current range. Of course, that is the lower high. From these highs, lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Form this last leg, and then buyer step back in, look like a V-shaped recovery. But right now, as you can see, structure did break to the upside. Check out the liquidity sitting over these highs. Zoom in. Buyer step back in, broke structure to the upside. Check out the liquidity sitting over these highs. And now we're in some form of consolidation. We're waiting for price to break out of, with this being resistance and this being support. Of course, price dipped below these lows, but then buyer stepped right back up, waiting to see if it can break out past the resistance that was formed in this consolidation area, and momentum to pick up internally. Since it broke structure, it is bullish, so expect it to go ahead and target this as long as the dollar continues to get weaker. So we take a look at DXY. Like I said, more locally, it's a bullish swing structure with higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Seller step back in, dollar got weak. Starting to break structure to the ups, starting to break structure to the downside internally, although the swing structure is bullish. Waiting to see if it can push back up to the 100 mark. As it does continue to press down, this is area of consolidation, which price just pushed down out of, being support and resistance. And price is trading below that area right now. Now we're looking to see if anything can stop it. If it does retrace all the way back down into discount of this whole range, it would have to take out all this liquidity sitting on these lows. Possibly react from there, or it could also react from this area of demand, which pushed prices higher last time. So just waiting to see if any momentum can pick up, because right now it does look choppy. Like I said, this consolidation, and the candles are not moving with enthusiasm, but we'll see if any data releases will change that. AUD USD, let's go map at the current range. And of course, we've been tracking this. Just continue to break structure to the upside, break structure to the downside, break structure to the upside, so you know that means it's all in a range. It's still back in this range that's been since early summer. This being resistance, with this being support. Price is continuing to stay in that range. Not really a trending market, and as you can see clearly, it's the lower high from the previous highs, made these lows, made another lower high, reacted from this area of supply, and then sellers weren't able to, they were able to break structure, but weren't able to continue to take out the lows. So that's how we know that this is just in a range bound market. Waiting to see momentum pick up to get us out of either side. And like I said, that only depends on the dollar index. NZD USD, let's go map at the current range. And of course, a lot more bearish than AUD USD. And we've been tracking this to see any pullback. If a pullback can happen back into premium, which it did. I'm not sure if it did last time. From this high to this, yeah, it went back into premium and reacted, trying to see if the bears are still strong. If this can retrace back into premium, possibly go to this area of supply. Go to this area of supply in premium. That would be ideal, but it could be bearish and sellers could be in complete control. And like I was saying yesterday, this is looked like an ascending channel. It looks like liquidity was swept on both sides of that channel, so we're back in that channel still. I mean, we did break structure to the upside. It did look like a V-shaped recovery, but it stalled out. It didn't really complete that V-shaped recovery and take out this these highs, but it finally did. But it got corrective in nature as it did. So waiting to see if this can continue. Like I said, continue to pull back into premium to see if there's another opportunity to sell, not to take out all this gap area, and then start to turn with momentum, bearish momentum back down to take out these lows and then target the lows of the overall range. That's what I'll be looking for if the dollar gains back strength. But that's the reason why this bear flag isn't playing out, as the dollar continues to weaken. Then of course the US dollar pairs will continue to be bullish in this higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, broke structure, higher high, but still in this channel. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining us.